Raptors go up against the Utah Jazz in Salt Lake City. Well, for Utah, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. And the front lines for both teams tonight, powerful, explosive. Shaq, what's the key these days to building a great front court?
Well, the more versatile, the better. But it's more about skill and brute strength,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. It's East versus West here in Salt Lake City. The Jazz hope to put on a show for this home crowd. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad. They took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season last year, dropping both games.
Interconference showdown. You love to see clubs that don't play each other often go head-to-head.
I like it. East versus West. This is a very intriguing matchup.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Richardson is out there with Lowry. Then it's the Machine. And it's Siakam in at the power forward position. Steve, compared to when you played, talk about elements of the game that are now easier for the players than, like I said, when you play.
I think when you start on the floor, the game is less physical. There's no more handshaking. There's no more chucking. There's no more hard fouls when they're throwing you up against the stanchion. And then I think off the court, the travel. I started when we flew commercial, Kevin. Now every team is flying private. I think the travel is definitely easier for players.
Not only flew commercial, Smitty, but we used to fly in the first flight out every morning, like 6 a.m.
Yes.
flights after a game, after a night game.
I remember those days. The positive was you didn't practice a lot when you got to those cities.
Lowry kicks to Siakam. The pass to Lowry. It's three-pointers off the mark. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 to the field to start this one so far. Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Now let's find out what head coach Quinn Snyder had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, he said for them to be successful, they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees, unquote, every time the ball goes into the post. If they don't, he thinks they're going to be in for a long night. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Now, here's Rubio. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Phoenix.
And when you factor in the assist totals, that's a complete game.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Passes it to Mitchell. Shoots from 12. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
It's hard to stop Donovan Mitchell from getting to his spot. The guy has everything on the offensive end.
Lowry passes to the Machine. Kicks it out to Richardson. Toronto working the ball around now to the paint. Here's the machine, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at San Antonio, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, there's Utah, 5 games behind.
And seeing where Utah is, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
And Ricky Rubio might be one of the most unselfish players in the league. Not only for his passing and how much he enjoys piling up assists, but how he does a great job adjusting to what the team needs him to do and not worrying about his own game.
Toronto on defense. 4-point game. Gobert can't hit.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
And for Rubio, who has been in the eye of the media for so long, Greggy's always been unselfish. We've always seen that in his style of play.
You're right, Kevin. You've always been able to see that with Rubio's game. Great at making quick reads, seeing passes before they develop. I mean, he can see who's open and who's going to be open before he even catches the pass.
And Utah making a change here. Prince is checked in. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Kicks it to Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Over Lowry. And the basket by Rubio. Now, here's Lowry. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
He was very active on defense, too, recording 3 steals for the game.
Steve, the golden era of basketball for the Jazz in the late 90s with Stockton and Malone. What was it like playing against those teams?
Well, they were unguardable in the pick and roll. Fantastic in the fast break situation. Karl Malone, one of the best runners at the 4 position. And then you had John Stockton. If you made a mistake, he would make you pay with the pass. And they had toughness. Probably would have won a title if Jordan wasn't around.
Now here's Prince. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Here's Gentry. He nails it. And we're tied up.
And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Shoots from 12. Another shot. And there's the bucket coming on the way up from the machine.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Brooks against Richardson. Pass to Hayes. Now Mitchell. That's tipped. They get it back. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bradley's check in for Rudy Gobert. Lowry against Rubio. He dishes it to Gobert. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And for good reason. We talk about the effect of Gobert's wingspan, somewhere around 7 feet 9 inches.
Kevin, that's a tremendous advantage that few others have. I guess Mo Bamba's up there around 7 feet 10 inches. And of course, my old teammate Manu Bol still holds the record at 8 feet 6 inches.
setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got the machine. Lowry out there with Richardson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Siakam in at the 4 spot.
Kyle Lowry with great vision and court awareness on that play. What a pass.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The machine in the last game against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He ended with 28 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Hey, David, thanks very much. He's one of those players who can do remarkable things on any given night, in any given game. That was a special game he played.
And it wasn't just the performance, guys, but really his preparation. He knew the right way to attack in every situation.
And that was the beauty of it. His ability to read and react to whatever they threw at him.
Goes back up. Rebound, Utah. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
It does. It keeps the crowd out of it. This is how you win on the road.
Utah with the ball. After the Raptors pick up 2. Anderson finds Hollis Jefferson. Can't hit from in close.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Now here's Leonard. 9 points last game. The machine. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. To the inside. Richardson against Brooks. Lowry has the open look. Again, Toronto.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Jazz trail by 4. Mr. Gobert. To the inside to end the run. It's blocked.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
Here's the machine. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steve, with Toronto being the lone team in Canada in the NBA, they represent a lot for the nation's basketball fans.
Canada has taken a big step forward in their basketball program. More high draft picks are Canadian and more are on the way. The success, in my opinion, of the Raptors over the last several years has definitely had an impact on Canadian basketball.
And the Jazz making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
There's a minute 47 left here in the second. Knocked away. Anderson dishes to Rubio. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. On the wing, Mitchell. Richardson cover. Shot clock at 5, and he gets the bucket. And it's 6 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Boy, how valuable is Donovan Mitchell? Having him in the fold sets up this team moving forward.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Steve, you look at the core of this Jazz team, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, still very, very young.
Mitchell, obviously the youngest, but the Jazz have a good amount of players just entering their prime. The front office has done a great job of identifying talent in the draft and developing it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Hunter comes in for Hollis Jefferson, and Hayes subbed in for Anderson. The drive by Gobert. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Rudy Gobert has incredible length. When he's driving, he just rises up over the defense.
Lowry passes to the machine. That one drops for him. The Machine's got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Mitchell with it. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Suns and Phoenix.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Here's Lowry. Pass to the Machine. This one for 3. A shot by Lowry, no good.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort. And tonight, he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Mitchell outside. Over Richardson. And so it's Toronto with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from the Machine.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt. Rudy Gobert is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Anderson in at the 3 side. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. And when it comes to big men who can really handle the basketball, there aren't many of them, but there are a few, and they're pretty good at it, the bigs.
You know, I think the best at this, and we don't consider him a big, but he's close to 7 feet, is Kevin Durant.
Right.
Handling the basketball for a big. DeMarcus Cousins is really good. You look at guys like LaMarcus Aldridge, not bad. Blake Griffin, for his size, being able to handle the basketball. We have so many guys that have that skill set, and they're 6'10" and above.
Richardson against Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. From the baseline. The rebound by the Machine. The Machine's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Inside. It's tipped. Goes back up. No good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz trail by 7. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Raptors have been coming through at the charity street. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. The first one falls.
Quinn Snyder, one of the more serious and intense coaches in the NBA. He has an MBA and a law degree. Takes a very measured approach to coaching, and it fits the team perfectly.
Bradley's checked in for Gobert.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
Mitchell right side. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Mitchell's got 8. And Steve, you talk about Snyder's intensity, perhaps has one of the sternest faces on the sideline.
That intensity has translated to his defense. He's rebuilt the team on that end. The Jazz players have followed his lead. They play with toughness.
Dropping dimes all night. He's been completely locked in.
Unselfish basketball. That'll make you very popular amongst your teammates.
Rubio finds Hollis Jefferson. Here's Richardson. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Utah calls timeout. Smitty, every so often we'll hear about a team holding a players-only meeting. You've been there, I'm sure. You've gone through that. What exactly goes on in those discussions?
You know, Kevin, when you hear players-only meeting, something's going wrong with the team.
Jazz have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far. Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. You take a look at the Raptors, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And checking out Cleveland, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And for the Raptors, they've had just the kind of season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world.
Terrific. Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Down low, the machine, count it, and the foul. Gobert, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Mitchell outside. Outside Leonard. Anunoby kicks to Leonard. Toronto working the ball around now. Pass to Anunoby. 4 on the shot clock. Here's the machine. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Utah. He's been spending quite a bit of time at the foul line. This is trip number 6.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Mitchell wide open. Doesn't go that time. So the Raptors will take it the other way. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. They're in the midst of this long 6-game road trip. That will be game 4. Anunoby passes to the machine. And that one, good. The machine's got 7 points for the quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him. Anderson, he's checked in for Utah. The Raptors also with a sub. Siakam's checked in, and Hayes kicks to Rubio. Here's Hunter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Toronto leading by 6. The pass to the machine. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
And when you can't hold for the last possession, that's what you want to try and do.
Patience and execution. You need both here. We'll see what they run.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Here's Mitchell. Tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The free throw drops for Hunter. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And so it's the Toronto Raptors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Jazz trail by 9. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for Toronto right now, the machine is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Richardson, and it's Siakam in at the small forward position. Hayes, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Passes it to the machine. Stolen by Rubio. In transition, here come the Jazz. Rubio leading the charge.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
Raptors leading by 7. Ibaka outside. Richardson with it. Hayes on him. And Ibaka slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Rubio. And he uses the glass on the way.
High percentage look inside. Rubio always looking to maximize the value of the possession.
Ibaka outside. To the inside. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Inside, here's Hunter. Anderson outside. With the floater, and it's good on the way in.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
Gentry covered by Rubio. Shots good from the machine.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Puts one up from 19. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Toronto calls timeout.
And the thing about Mitchell, stands only about 6'3", but has a solid frame and long arms, and is very quick off his feet.
And Utah making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. The Raptors making a switch here. Pass to Richardson. Down low. Here's the machine. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And talking about Mitchell, you have the physical profile, and then you have the intangibles.
The first one, he's a highly competitive guy. The strides he's made with his shooting speaks volumes about his work ethic. Great character and very well spoken.
Here's the pass to Hunter. Mitchell against Richardson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
He was a part of that terrific draft class in 2017. Donovan Mitchell was somewhat unheralded, but may turn out to be the best of the bunch.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They've led by as much as 10. A three-pointer is right on target.
Right now, he's being too passive and not looking for a shot enough. He needs to be more aggressive and get more shots up because he's shooting well.
With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Hunter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Passes to Siakam. Tipped away. Stolen by Mitchell. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Pass to Siakam. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Ricky Rubio picks one up. First one falls for Torian Prince. He's checked in for Anderson. Both shots good from the stripe.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Jazz trail by 8. Pass to Hunter. Floats one up, and it's blocked. Richardson kicks to Lowry. Here's the machine. Now Rubio to the middle. Here's Hunter. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from the machine. And the Raptors call time here.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, the machine.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Lowry with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Chalk up 2 there.
When you are Lowry's size, you need to have a strong floater, and that was a beauty he just put up.
Richardson against Mitchell. Over Richardson. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket for Mitchell.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Here's Lowry, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Kyle Lowry isn't tall, but he is fearless going down there in the lane.
The Jazz have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Mitchell against Richardson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Raptors leading by 9. And the pass to the machine. Stolen by Rubio. Mitchell with it. Lowry picks him up. Mitchell against Lowry. And good that time. 16 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, coming in, you know Donovan Mitchell's going to get shots. All you can do defensively is try to make it tough on him.
And the Raptors call time here. They're ahead by 7. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lowry kicks to Siakam. Down low. Here's the machine. Back to Siakam. From outside the arc. Connects from three-point range. Siakam's got the lead up to 10 now for the Raptors. For the Jazz, this one's not looking good. Mitchell right side. Here's Hunter. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
I'll tell you, there's no quit in him when it comes to the offensive glass.
Lowry against Rubio. And the dunk by Lowry.
Love seeing Lowry punch the ball through the hoop like that.
For Utah, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. This is it to Rubio. Back to Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Over Richardson. Had a hand on it, and he gets it back. Mitchell's shot is good. Raptors leading by 8. Richardson kicks to Lowry. Pass to Siakam. Down low. Here's the machine. He feeds it to Lowry. It's deflected. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lowry against Rubio. Hollis Jefferson passes to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. And the Raptors call time here. They're up by 8. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. The shot off that time. Prince with the defensive effort.
And unfortunately, it's time for them to say night-night.
There's some big-time teaching moments tonight. Hopefully, they become a better team for it.
Rubio misses. It's deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Prince.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time. And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
Utah calls timeout. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a dejected group of guys. I mean, they've got a lot of pride, and just hadn't happened for them here tonight.
The most important thing to remember, it's not over, but they have to step up on both ends to have a chance.
There's Exum, and the miss. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you next time.